If I asked you who is the best cuber in the world, your mind might immediately think of the likes of Max Park, Timon Kolosinski. Sure, these guys are incredibly skilled in their own right, but they are just the top 3x3 solvers, with other records mainly in the N/N events. But what about all the other events? The best cuber in the world can't just be really good at only a few. No, they have to be good at all the events. Now comes the question. Who is the top cuber overall? Or to put it this way, who is the closest cuber to achieving world dominance? Firstly, to find out who the closest cuber to world dominance is, let's actually define what world dominance means. For the purposes of this video, I will be defining it as achieving the world record in all 17 WCA events. Before we begin, I would like to mention a few rules I have made before conducting this analysis. Firstly, I will only be collecting data based on averages, as singles are far too unpredictable to be any marker for skill. Secondly, we will only take cubers' current skill level. So if there have been cubers closer to world dominance in the past, they won't be included in this video. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get started. The most seemingly straightforward way to find the best cuber would be to see who has the world record in the most events. And that person would be Max Park with world record averages in 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7. You might think that this is it. Max Park is unquestionably the best cuber in the world, but you would be wrong. Max Park may be insanely good at the N/N events, but let's look at his other times, like for Square 1. He hasn't even competed in half of the WCA events. Who knows? Judging by his skill and his quick learning, he might single-handedly dominate all those other events, but for the time being, we need a new system to rank cubers. Introducing the sum of ranks. The sum of ranks is basically what you get when you add up your global rank across each event, meaning the lower your sum of ranks, the better. For example, Max Park's sum of ranks is at about 270,000. This is honestly not very good because from this, he has 15,000 people with a lower sum of ranks than him. Getting a low sum of ranks is extremely hard as you have to at least be good at every single event, including the infamously difficult ones like 5 blind and Square 1. This can be very daunting, but nonetheless there is one person who stands above all with the lowest sum of ranks, and that person is... Currently, the person with the lowest sum of ranks is Martin Egdahl, with a sum of ranks of 1318. This is a huge improvement over Max Park's. Also, Martin is what is known in the speedcubing community as an all-rounder, meaning that he consistently practices and has very good times in all events. He ranks in the low hundreds in all events and is number 17 in the world for 2x2. As a surprising fact, he is top 100 in the world in 12 of his events. Therefore, I can conclusively say that Martin Egdahl is currently the closest cuber to world dominance. Ultimately, although Martin Egdahl is the closest cuber to world dominance is still far out of reach from him, especially with his times in clock. But who knows? Maybe he, or one of the top cubers, or even some mystery cuber we don't even know about will arise in the future, and with new advancements in cubing hardware and techniques, will achieve world dominance and leave a mark in cubing history. Only time will tell.